Hello and welcome to our last session today. I'm really happy to have Joy Uchechi Eziashi from the Trusted Tech Initiative in Nigeria. I'm very much looking forward to this talk because this has been a running theme throughout these sessions in coming responsible building, and people like you, your initiatives are helping make that happen. So thank you for being here, and I'll pass on to you, Joy.
Thank you, Angeline. Thank you so much, everyone, for having me. I'll quickly share my screen. Please just let me know when you can see it, and we can proceed. Okay. Thank you, everyone, again for having me. My name is Joy Uchechi Eziashi. I'll be talking about responsible deployment, building safe and ethical tech with SafetyMeter. So I'm an online trust and safety researcher and the management executive at TrustedTech Africa, tech accelerators, non-profit tech organizations to embed safety by design and responsible technology development into their core operation. I'm also a researcher and an analyst at Impact Amplifier, where I support the management of our $1 million plus African Online Safety Fund and the African Online Safety Platform. I'm recently selected for the Octa for Good Fellow, and I was a cohort leader at the Stanford Ethical Technology, Ethics, Technology, and Public Policy Program. When I was in business school, it was a software and technology business school. One of the things that they told us was move fast, break things, get the market share. Safety, we are not just breaking, we are not talking about codes, we're not just breaking systems or platforms. We are talking about breaking community trusts, and these community trusts can affect human well-being. So launching without a safety assessment of your tool is like jumping out of a parachute and hoping that it will self-assemble on the way down. It means that you're going to crash. It means that you're going to, your reputation of building safe tools will be doubted, right? So moving from ethical aspiration to operational reality for us in Trusted Tech Africa is not about the global race of building the next great thing. It's about treating safety not just as a post-launch luxury, but embedding it in the DNA of the products that we are building from day one. And that is what we help startups, tech accelerators, non-profit tech organizations understand even at their ideation stage, right? Thinking about safety at the ideation stage. It's been from research, we see that 63% of tech teams admit that they ship fast, and shipping fast, it takes priority over shipping securely or shipping safely. 42% of the startups currently operate in unmanaged risk in their product portfolios. And 95% developers in emerging markets lack access to high-level infrastructure needed to run advanced safety audits. We know that technology is moving fast than the ability to prevent harm, but as we move fast with developing digital innovations, AI systems, we must think about the risk associated to the systems and platforms that we are building. Whenever we talk about the cost of safety to founders, it's not that they are indifferent about safety, it's that they are priced out. Most of the time, the funding they get or the money that they get from customers is more focused on further developing the products, user acquisition, marketing. Safety is like an afterthought, something that happens when crises has happened. So that is why we built SafetyMeter to bridge that gap. So SafetyMeter is an AI-powered platform designed to help innovators, technologies, tech developers, tech founders to build safe, more responsible, and more trusted technology. So SafetyMeter has a risk analysis, harm modeling, policy generation, compliance checking, and a crisis simulation just in one platform. About 5 tools in one platform, helping tech organizations and startups build safer technology. And so today I'm going to just show 2 of the tools that we have on the platform. And then please, after this webinar, you can go ahead and explore the tools we have, give us feedback, send us an email, give us feedback on how to improve these tools, and also partner with us to make sure that these tools are accessible to tech developers and founders in the ecosystem. So the Lean Risk Radar, when we talk about technology, especially tech startups and tech founders, in acceleration programs, we are told to build lean products. It means that you're building an MVP and going to the market to test that this is what your users want, right? And so we developed this risk radar to help tech startups have the minimum viable safety checklist that they need to put into their products. Something small. Most of the time, safety is very expensive. So what is the small thing they can do to make sure that one aspect of their product is safe? So this Lean Risk Radar helps them analyze the product concepts, even and detects early trust and safety risk even before they start building. So if you have an app idea, a product idea, an AI system idea that you want to build, you first of all come to this Lean Risk Radar, analyze what is the potential harm that can happen with your tool. And then teams can be able to prevent harm during brainstorming instead of after releasing the product. So I'm going to open this product. First of all, I'll go to the use case. I'm going to be using a fintech product in Nigeria called OPay. OPay is a digital payment service or platform that allows people send money, receive money, transfer money to Nigerian banks, store funds, buy and pay their bills. It allows them take loans, and it also allows them to do betting. So I'm going to use this as a case study for the example I'm going to be doing with the Lean Risk Radar. So I'm going to open this. Let me know if you can. Okay, I'll have to stop sharing my screen and come back and open and share the platform itself. So give me a minute to share the platform. Okay. Okay. I'll share my screen again, and then quickly I'm on the SafetyMeter platform right now, and I'm going to use the OPay as an example of a tool that we can see how it develops develops an MVP safety checklist. Is like, okay, I'm trying to see. Okay, so this is a platform, a fintech platform that helps people receive, and send money, gives them access to loans. There is a betting future here in this, and they can also store funds. And so this is just a short description of OPay. You can go and do for different other tools. The target age for this tool is 18 plus. So below 18 can use the platform. It's for both consumers and businesses in Nigeria. And I think they are also exploring other markets. So there is a betting, a betting future can save money, can send money, and then loan, and then the content type, this is asking if it's user generated or moderated. This particular platform is moderated by the organization, which is OPay, that is in charge of it. So I'm going to just analyze this. I have already done this previously. And when you analyze, it's going to give you like a PDF that you can download. It's also going to give you the minimum viable safety checklist that you can check out. So here you can see that the analysis is complete. This is you can export and get the PDF so that you're able to check it out at your own time. The teams can be able to check out what the risk is associated to their product that they're building. So for this, he mentioned that combining fintech with betting futures creates complex regulatory compliance risk, fraud factors, money laundering exposure, and problem with gambling vulnerability. So it means that this particular platform, as a platform for saving money, for sending money, shouldn't have a betting future in it, which is really correct, because people that have gambling problems can be able to have a platform where they save their money and also bet at the same time, if they are trying to prevent gambling issues, right? It talked about proactively identifying risk under automated and manual detection. It talked about policies that they need to put in place. So it's mentioning some of the things that are high risk. The teams have to put policies around creation, enforcement, and review. External reporting. There should be a place where people can report when financial crimes or money laundering is happening or has affected them while using the app. User reporting, and these are all that. So part of this is also the minimum viable safety checklist I mentioned, which gave about 10 things that the tech team can put in place quickly. So they have to make sure that there is KYC and verification. They have to deploy a real-time transaction monitoring for fraud patterns, suspicious activity detection in their platform, establish a betting limit, especially because there is betting on a savings platform. They have to put a betting limit so that people that have gambling issues don't spend all their money while on the platform. They have to create a loan terms disclosure. Sometimes in Nigeria, when you collect loan from platforms, they have a way of, they either put your poster online saying that you're dead, or that you're an abuser of children just because you haven't paid that loan. So making sure that there are these policies are in place to make sure that when you collect a loan, the organization don't go to that length to put people at risk because they didn't pay back a loan. So making it clear is very important. So it talked about implementing transaction dispute resolution, a chargeback, and all that. So this is an example of how the lean risk radar gives you an MVP and a minimum viable safety checklist that you can use to ensure that the tool you're building is very safe. So I'm going back to our slide. Just let me know when you can still see it. Okay. So I spoke through the risk assessment reports that is going to give you. So in that report, it's going to show you whether a particular problem is high risk, minimum risk, or low risk, so that the teams can focus on the high risk and find ways to mitigate it. It's not like they can't focus on the low risk, but they can put in the resources they have to ensure that the high risk problems or high risk they are detecting on their product is resolved as early as possible, especially with the fact that most startup teams have low funding and they are still starting up, right? So the second tool I'm going to show is the harm modeling. So the harm modeling tool is basically a tool that helps you, it gives you a structured harm modeling report so that organizations, startups, companies can be able to understand the physical, psychological, and social and economic harm associated to their tool. They are able to have a clear harm assessment report or harm modeling reports and the risk scores associated to that harm. So it tells them whether it's there is a likelihood for this particular harm to happen on their products, how severe is this harm going to be, especially in terms of the psychology of the users of their products, and things like that, and gives them actionable mitigation plans that they can put in place on their products. So I'll quickly stop sharing again and go back to open this tool. Okay, it's open now. Okay, okay, sorry, please. Let me go back to my slides. So I'm going to use a case study of an app called Flow. So this app, I personally use this app. It's on my phone. It's a fintech app, female technology app that supports people to know the stages of what's happening to them in their reproductive health, fertility, pregnancy, menopause, and all that. And it has like an AI personalized tracking to help users understand their body better. And so this is an app I use. But I have identified some sort of harms that may happen on this app. So I'm very conscious how I use the app. So I'm opening the harm modeling again, and then I can show you. I have 7 minutes, so I need to move fast. So this is going to take time. So I advise that you go back, and I'm going to be quick, go back and test as many tools as you use, as many tools as you're building on this to ensure that you're putting everything in place. So I'm using, it's asking me what's the name of the app. I said Flow. So what's the mission of the app? So it helps women understand so this is not comprehensive. So when you're doing this, please be as comprehensive as possible so it identifies where is it located. I think they are located, their headquarters is in London. And it's a mobile app. So this may take time because this is for teams to actually take their time to analyze what they are building and ensure that they are building the right thing. They are building safely too. The core features, I think, okay, I think this app has, sorry, a minute. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to make sure I'm getting the right. So it has a community discussion. A recommendation system. It tells you about your period, a tracking system. So this is just the minimum feature I'm putting in. So the next question is, who is this? Who is the primary user of the app, which is for consumers 18 plus. Is trying to solve a problem of solution helps women know their body better. And the next thing it's asking me is, what kind of, does your product use AI or machine learning? Yes, this product uses a recommendation system and other AI tools. It collects health data and personal data. It has, the product doesn't have a user reporting. I don't know about human review because the community discussions, there is like a lot of things that people say in that community discussion that are normally in a different app, it would be considered inappropriate. But I know they have a privacy control. So what is asking what kind of user interaction does the app enable? As I mentioned, it has a community discussion. And so when you're done with this, the platform basically generates, it asks you whether the information you've put in is correct, and then you can type yes, and it generates a harm modeling report for you. And then you can go back, we say generate harm modeling reports. You can go back and check those harm modeling reports. I would be able, I don't think I'm able to share the harm modeling reports generated on the charts, but if you want, we can share it to you through email so that you can look at the harm modeling report that was generated. So basically, this harm modeling report tells in terms of how human beings or users of this app can be affected psychologically, socially, economically while using this app, and what is the level of harm that can happen, how severe that harm can happen in terms of every single feature that is on their product. So it's still generating. So it's done, and the report you can be able to download the report. So quickly, I'll just show you what the report looks like. I'll stop sharing my screen and show you what the report looks like quickly. Okay, so this is what the report looks like. It's called the harm modeling report for Flow. It takes you through, it's detected about 13 distinct harm identified, 5 high priority risks, and 7 mitigation recommendations provided. So it takes you through what the product is about, and then it comes to tell you what kind of, how high or severe the harms are in terms of privacy, psychological harm, physical harm, social and cultural harm, reputational harm, economic harm. And then it basically runs down each of the harms. Privacy harm, it shows what the risk is in terms of likelihood, risk score, severity, exposure, and what needs to be done. It talks about implementing end-to-end encryption for all health data storage and transmission. So it gives you a recommended mitigation to follow in terms of how to ensure that harm doesn't occur on the products. It talks about the psychological harms that could occur, and gives you like a recommended mitigation that will help you. Talks about the physical harm, also gives you a recommended mitigation that could help you. So to close out, I'm going to stop sharing again and share my slide. Sorry. To close out, I want to say that by building SafetyMeter, we just don't want to follow global standards in terms of how risk can be detected. We want to provide startups with ways to ensure that they are building responsibly and they are deploying responsibly. Help them see this risk and harms before they can even take their products to the market. And so that's why we built SafetyMeter. So if you want to know more about SafetyMeter, go to the website, safetymeter.org, go to the TrustedTechAfrica.com website, and also send us an email, and we can further discuss what you're building. We can help you articulate what kind of harm could happen. That harm may not be presently happening. now, but we have to proactively think about what kind of harm can happen in the future if this and this happens. We know how fast AI is moving, how fast the tech industry is changing. So we have to be proactive in thinking about safety. Thank you very much. Angeline, can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely. I was there in the background. Amazing. Thank you. What a great way to end the day. Yeah. Very interesting. Thank you so much. I don't know if we have any questions. We've been question light today, in general, but yeah, thank you very much. So with that, we will end day 2 of the conference and we'll see everyone back tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.